To the nights I wallowed in the worth I assigned myself based on how many ribs I could count in the mirror. To the gashes on my thighs that could have healed better had I only sought out stitches. To Deanna, who did her best to keep me alive even when I didn't ask her to. To the group home I was placed in because I would not survive otherwise. To the trans boy who didn't yet know he was a trans boy, who played Slender Man with me in the dark, who was a part of a rap duo with me, who I told myself I would eat for, even when I didn't want to, because I couldn't let myself get to the point where I'd get a tube shoved up my nose like he did. To the boy who we all called out when he ate cheese with his fingernail, who we all petitioned to shave his beard in my first week, who would tell me stories about how he, too, wanted to write stories, but had so much world he wanted to build he could not formulate it properly into a prologue. To the roommate who would throw her bras at me whenever I was upset in hopes I would crack a smile. To the boy who was there longer than any of us. To Music Tuesdays. To that woman who ran a poetry unit and even got our work published. To the Ladybug infestation. That's right. I said Ladybug infestation. Right in our entranceway. The metaphoric gold I've never once written about because that shit's terrifying. And what was worse was, after days of us all avoiding the area, one of the workers chose to cross the barriers and pluck each orange beetle from the ceiling with her bare hands and drown them in a mason jar. A mason jar that was kept on our doorstep for months. To the bird sanctuary across the street. To Christina, who hugged me so hard she pinned me to the ground the first time she saw me since, and how I was able to call her any evening I wanted in a literal phone booth and talk, even though my voice projected across the whole house. To every care worker whose names I still remember and would list if it didn't breach confidentiality. To the prom I actually got to go to in this stunning royal blue dress. And the friends that came over afterwards instead of going to some loft party where all the kids got drunk on cheap beer. And how I gave each of my friends their own notebook with a handwritten poem expressing my love for them because, yes, I am that extra. And the next day we spent by the pool before we all went to Jukebox Burgers. This isn't how most people spend their time at 16. Still, I would not ask for anything different. It's because of you I can look back and know that you were the ladder leading me out of the pits of despair. You were not the cure to my mental illnesses, but the reason I scavenged for one.